let's talk more about the Solana pump. This is one of the biggest things. Watch this ASAP if you missed Solana's pump. And I think I missed a majority of it, mostly because I haven't been interested in crypto until now. And that's the big difference I'm seeing right now with crypto is people can be interested or they cannot be interested. And if they miss out, if they're just slightly late, then you have obviously a very, very big problem. This is what I have wrong with most people's mindset in crypto. You can never be too late. There's always going to be projects that are going to be growing. Maybe Solana is going to be having the biggest drops in the next few years. And this is what I noticed in 2021 markets. People were so upset they didn't end up selling some cryptos for more, and they ended up crashing to near zeros. I'm not saying Solana is going to do that. I'm just saying sometimes you got to be really careful at what you buy, because there's going to be probably retail. Usually in 2021, there was only retail investors. And in 2024, we're going to be seeing these big institutions looking, oh, that's a lot of money. That's a VC back. That's so juicy. Let me pump in $20 million into this project. And it's going to be outpriced. You're going to be outpriced. So that's my warning to you guys for free. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. And if you want more content like this, you know what to do. There is great content on this channel. We have tons of news. We have tons of stuff to talk about. There's really unlimited crypto content, and I absolutely enjoy it. So, if you want to be kept up to this journey, subscribe. But let's check out what exactly is going on with Solana.
To our channel, they've seen our videos for the last 2 years straight, but they didn't have the conviction that we had. They didn't have the belief that we had, so they didn't get in when we did. Now, as a result of Solana now climbing over $100 to $115 to $120, a lot of those same people
That's absolutely insane, to be honest. And I think nobody predicted that. I think it was also very risky to buy Solana at its lowest, because the biggest issue you had what if the FTX bankruptcy, and they were paying billions and billions of millions of dollars every single day for these bankruptcy fees, because lawyers are expensive and there's nobody winning in lawsuits except lawyers. So FTX is going to have like a big problem ahead. And what if if they weren't able to recover that big chunk of cheese they wanted, that big chunk of money for investors? Guess what? They would have to sell a massive portion of Solana, and Solana would take a major hit.
We're questioning, God dang it, what did I do? Why didn't I get in? Well, what can I do now? What are some cryptos that I can buy now that could produce some similar gains and go on a similar run? And so what I want to do in today's video is give you a couple things that I'm personally looking at that I think has some potential to make a run.
So this is going to be good, like coins like Solana. I actually want to hear about that.
With ADA.
Cardano. Now, Cardano is a big difference because it has some similarities. The thing with Cardano is it's very hard to build good project. I haven't seen many good projects on it. I saw Snake. That was one of the projects, but again, I haven't been paying too much attention to Cardano. It was like a sleeper. But there's people that are bullish on Cardano 5 years later. Maybe they got a family. Maybe they got like all sorts of different things in their life, and they're still, after 5 years, they're still checking actual cryptos. And that's what's really amazing to me in that sense. That is incredible. So that's what I'm searching up on right now. There is a lot of opportunities here in this market today. There is going to be probably a lot of opportunities tomorrow. And this is where crypto really wins in the long run. Is Cardano has been really staying for a long time. Now, I do think the Solana project is better project because it has not better projects in general, but it has a stronger community than Cardano. Cardano had some problems. It had some network upgrade fee problems or some hypes. I know that was a big problem, and a big dump came in 2021. So that, if we can solve that, imagine what everything else Cardano can actually solve. So that's what I'm really, really excited about.
Cardano. Now, I know, I don't need you making fun of me in the comment sections. It's not my fault it does well, okay? But ADA Cardano is a good example of one, right? The reason ADA Cardano is a good example of one is because of a few reasons. One, obviously, it is a platform, it is a chain that has been around, for an extremely long time. I mean, we're talking 4 to 5 years now. And because
this is true, but so has been, like, for example, Ethereum, and people said it's going to flip Ethereum, and it ended up not flipping Ethereum. It ended up underperforming compared to Ethereum. So just because it's an old project is a good indicator. It means it survived many bear markets, but it's also not the biggest indicator of how or what it's doing right. I think that's also the big problem right now, is a lot of people think, oh, it's been like a long time here. So same would be said for Zcash, for all these coins that people haven't even heard of because they have seriously dropped from all-time high. ICP, I know, had amazing potential. The issue was they had too many of them, or at the start they had too big of a mint.
Because of that, clearly they have withstanded the test of time and they are doing extremely well. Now, not only that though, they did just break out of some macro structure. You can see they had this descending channel like we saw on Solana, right? I mean,
I think the macro structures are great, but the issue is with macro structures is they aren't really consistent. And one bad news in crypto, so let's say tomorrow there's going to be a crypto bug in Ethereum, the whole market is going to crash because everything is so connected. You won't really know which or what to buy. And I think this is going to be the biggest problem with all these trading indicators, is it's very news driven. So people aren't too sure what exactly they are staying on with. And I think this is going to be the big opportunity for a lot of content creators, a lot of people coming into Solana, is they really have a big team. They're VC backed. Now, that's the big difference with these type of projects. Why they have so much potential is because, Solana has a lot of probably dumps, and there's people going to be selling on investors or people who got in late, but it still has a major opportunity in that sense. So that's what I'm excited about.
Reference Solana for these, right? Again, as I mentioned before, Solana, descending channel, broke out of the descending channel, broke out of macro structure, broke a key level of macro resistance, went on a macro run. Okay, just so you know what Solana did. Now, looking at ADA Cardano, boom, was in this descending macro structure.
So yeah, it could see that. The issue is there's a lot of older holders gonna be selling Cardano just because they found out it's been increasing. Now, Phantom, this one I can't comment. I know the original creator actually left Phantom, from what I understand, and Matic. Now, I want to really know why he picked Matic, because right now it's really increasing in value, and a lot of people are becoming more excited in Matic, basically because people are thinking it's gonna jump like Solana, and I don't think so. I obviously don't think it's gonna be jumping. I don't think any crypto this year is gonna be jumping like Solana. With the blockchain tokens, from the blockchain tokens, there's obviously gonna be meme coins rising, all of these different types of coins, but Solana is hard to be undefeated. There's going to be so much money flowing into Solana that it's going to be like a snowball. So really, a lot of people from different projects, from ADA, Matic has a big user base problem, so it does not have enough users. It has transactions, but it doesn't have users, is going to come in, and they're going to be seeing, oh, everyone is buying my projects, everyone is buying NFTs on Solana. So I'm just going to go to Solana instead than just Cardano ADA, because Cardano ADA is just like a fun project. And I think that's the big thing with crypto overall right now, is we're not seeing any of these major blockchains outperforming them. But again, if you miss the bull run, you don't have to, give up. There is still going to be plenty of awesome projects out there that are going to be alive to this day.
Or zoomed in perspective, there is even the possibility of this being some type of either inverse head structures or cup and handle pattern, right? We can see this forming here. And so clearly, if this is the case and we see Matic's price able to break 90 cents to the upside, I mean, who's to say that this thing doesn't get the breakout towards $1.74, which again, as I mentioned before, is a move of about 90% from here. So Matic's another beautiful example of ones that I'm looking for, in which we are, of course, seeing development happening on chain. Now, obviously, the last one that I can mention is one that is doing well today is BNB, right? I would say BNB's obviously been struggling just from a more...
I think BNB, now that they paid the fine, they do have a lot of more potential to actually go up and see the price gains they need to see. So BNB has a strong opportunity, but again, I think it also depends on how many projects they launch, because they do have something called like this launch pad they have. And the launch pad is pretty strong in that sense. So That's where a lot of people, I think, are buying the tokens and end up selling them after they take profit from these launch pads, because they can pay you a lot of money during the bull runs. And I think this is the big difference in that sense. I don't think there's going to be any problems in the crypto opportunity market. But right now, I am definitely excited to see more of crypto rising up, seeing those major chambers of echo of major chamber of investors coming in and buying up these other blockchains, because the money from Solana might be also sold and people will move on to different projects like this. Obviously they won't pump as much, but they will do something. And I'm really wondering, will any of these projects get listed on ETF with ETFs? If they get listed on ETFs, this is where we could be seeing those monies, like that big money. But if they don't get listed, people have been talking about Solana spot ETF, and I don't see it. I think it was just rumors, though. We're still a long way ahead from listing other crypto tokens. Bitcoin is going to be obviously first, and maybe in 2025, we're going to have other projects, other tokens in that sense. But right now, I'll keep you guys updated with more news. If you guys want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button. And until next time, peace everyone.